Oh, this light is. Hello, hello. I'm early, I know. A minute early. Let's just wait for some more people to come on. How are we doing? How's everyone doing today? Can you guys hear me? Hello, everyone. Hi. How are you guys? Hello, everyone. Oh, y'all logging in. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Jess. Hi, Angelica. Care Bear Natural Hair. Hi, and Rila. I hope I'm not mispronouncing everyone's names. How are you guys doing this lovely Sunday? Is it snowing where y'all are at? Let me know. Let me know. Is it snowing? We are supposed to be having this blizzard. Oh, I'm in Philadelphia. The East Coast is supposed to be hit by this blizzard, and it's starting to do something right now. There's a little bit of accumulation, probably like a quarter of an inch. Um, but yeah. Ooh, sunny skies in Oklahoma. Must be nice. From Kingman, Arizona. Oh, is it warm there? I'm sure it's warm there. It's raining over there. Oh, coming tonight. Yep, y'all. NYC. Yep, the whole eastern, whatever they call that, is gonna get hit. Hi. Oh, hey, girl from Philly. Hey, girl. Hey. All right, I'm going to start in 1 minute. Just let's see, a little cloudy here in Atlanta. Are y'all gonna get any snow? I feel like it would have hit y'all first if y'all were gonna get some snow. Hi, I'm Tracy, locked in from Trinidad and Tobago in the Caribbean. Nice, warm, and breezy today. I am so jealous. I'm about to fly out over there. What's the temp in Trinidad right now? Sonia still all snowing in Maryland. Yeah, yeah. We're all gonna get hit, I think, on this Eastern thing. It's really cold here in London. Oh yeah. What time is it in London? Is it 6 hours forward? Right? Is it 7:32 p.m.? And what's really cold? Give me a tip. Let me know. And y'all, I gotta wash this hair. This hair is 2 weeks old. It's a hot mess right now. Like it looks okay, but it's time. It's time. Okay, so y'all, I have enough people on. Let me just see. Okay, we got snow in Kingman, Arizona. Believe it or not. Oh wow, we're close to Nevada, so shouldn't be that cold, but maybe it is. Yeah, I'm actually from El Paso, Texas. So it is I totally understand. I understand when we used to get cold or snow, it was really rough out here. Um yeah, how warm is it in Trinidad, Kenny? Oh, there's two people in here from Trinidad. Okay, y'all. All right, so y'all, I just have my container here. I'm going to fill it up with some water. And I'm actually let me just pour this real quick. I'm actually we're going into week 2 of our challenge, of our MSM Hair Growth Challenge. Now, y'all know this is the brand I'm using, which is Doctor's Best MSM powder. Um, and this is a week we're going to be doing 1/8 of a teaspoon every day. Okay, so I'm going to start that every day. Um, and I just wanted to hear from you guys. How are you guys doing with it? Did you guys follow the schedule this past week? Did you guys have any questions? Let me know. Let me look at the comment section here. Oh, -7 in Finland. Oh, no, girl. First of all, shout out from Finland. Hello. Angelica says, can you do an updated Cassia tea video? Sure, I can do one for you. Um, how many times do you drink it? Okay, so Rayan, this week we are drinking it. Oh, all that powder. This week we are drinking it every single day, 1/8 of a teaspoon every day. So last week was our first week. It was week 1, and we started taking 1/8 of a teaspoon every other day. Okay, so this week we're taking it every day. Okay, I poured in 16, almost 17 ounces of water, just some regular old bland water, y'all. And every day. So remember when we take our MSM, we have to drink at least 64 ounces of water, okay, or 1 gallon of water every day because there can be some side effects. So make sure you are drinking your water. Drink this with some form of vitamin C as well. That was really important. I have linked in the description box, I believe, the all of the details to the challenge. I'll actually drop it in the comment section right now for you guys. You guys can watch that video afterwards. There was a downloadable calendar in there that basically had each week. So we're doing this. It's an 8 week hair growth challenge. We are officially on week 2. Week 1 was taking 1/8 of a teaspoon every other day. This is week 2 where we'll be introducing 1/8 of a teaspoon every single day. So yes, Kenny says drinking water is important. Yes, Angelica, you can get headaches if you don't drink enough water. For me, there was one day last week. So one day I took 1/8 of a teaspoon back to back, right? I was just feeling really good and I was like, I'm gonna start introducing it just to see how I felt. And y'all, the second day, I did not drink enough water and I had a really crazy dream, really crazy dream. So making sure you take it early enough in the day, like this afternoon right now. But drinking water with it. Terry says, I haven't gotten any headaches. Thank goodness. Yeah, good. As long as you drink a lot of water, you should be good. Someone says, Rila says, can I have MSM powder and beetroot juice? Yes, yes, you can. You can drink it with anything. Like you could drink it with a smoothie, you could drink it with juice, water, tea. A lot of times I'll drink it with moringa tea. So whatever contains a lot of vitamin C is the best way to take your moringa powder. And if you don't have vitamin C powder, if you have vitamin C tablets, gummies, I have vitamin C gummies that I'll also just eat that. So whatever it is, whatever's the easiest way for you to take it. Some people say it's a little bit bitter, so some people don't like it in just plain water. Right now, I'm cheating because I'm taking it with my BCAAs. It's amino acids. I work out a lot, so this is actually really helpful for like my joints and recovery and stuff. Also, it masks the flavor of it. So yeah, that's just that. But sometimes usually I take it with my moringa tea. Sometimes I add moringa into the water and drink that as well. So, let me read here. Have vitamin C and powder could also put in water along with MSM. Yes. Vitamin C and water and MSM is perfect, Jessica. Having experienced any headaches. Perfect. A lot of people haven't. This time I didn't. If you guys watch my MSM hair story, I experienced bad headaches the first time around. But again, I was taking a really high dose and I wasn't drinking enough water. So those two things are really, really important. Let's see. I do MSM, emergency, and moringa and water. Yeah, that perfect. Works. I thought about getting some emergency too as well, just because, we are, pandemic and we should definitely be drinking some vitamin C for our health. Someone said, hey, I missed yesterday's dose. Is it okay to double up today? You can double up today. If you do so, try to separate it. So try to take like 1/8. I guess if you already missed it this morning, I don't know when you're taking it. Take it kind of like in the morning and then take it in the afternoon. Try not to take it so close to bed because you kind of can get like vivid dreams. So try to space it out if you're going to take that. Okay. And if not, just take 1 dose today, take it tomorrow. This week, we're going to be taking it every single day. So, you know, that's fine too. I have the flakes. I want to take vitamin C, MSM, and collagen peptides. Would you mind putting all 3 in my morning tea? Yep. Yep. A lot of people are doing that actually. I thought about adding some collagen to my to the challenge, but I didn't want to do too much so I could like really pinpoint whether or not the MSM gave me the hair growth and everything. Like, you know me, I'm team extra always, but this time I want to really focus on one thing so I can say like, okay, this is what caused the hair growth or whatever. Okay. Good evening. My God, you're so beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. This is Cardarius from Atlanta. Hey, thank you. I want to see what your results were. My hair did well, but my breasts enlarged. I didn't need any help there. Sis, I feel you. Okay, I am very busty, and that is very problematic if they do get larger. Let's pray that doesn't happen. I understand a lot of people actually said that they weren't going to do the internal hair growth challenge. They're just doing it externally, which is totally fine. Remember, we said in this challenge we're going to use it externally twice a week. So let me know if you have any questions with that. So I'm taking external only. Should I do the mask every wash day? You can do the mask every wash day, but if that's too much for your hair, do like a gloss. So do like an herb, a tablespoon or two of an herb into your deep conditioner, add the MSM powder, and then put it on your hair. Um, if you're using Ayurvedic herbs regularly, a lot of people can get away with weekly masks or gloss treatments. Like I can, my hair does very well with it. But if you're new to Ayurveda, you really want to introduce that slowly into your regimen. Um, can I have MSM in any kind of hair mask? Yes, any kind of hair mask works. As long as, like I said, try to do. A lot of you guys have a scale at home, or are you guys just using measurements by like volume and not by weight? I guess that's my question because I'm trying to say like to start off with a small amount. But if you guys saw my video, we learned that this 1/8 teaspoon is 1 gram. So putting 1 gram in an oil versus putting 1 gram in a mass is different. I'm just saying, like, because when you put it in an oil, you're only using like how much oil do you use at a certain time, at an amount of time? You're probably getting like 1/8 of a gram at a time if you're putting it in an oil versus putting it in a mass where you get the full gram because you're putting the whole mass on your hair. Does that make sense? So and I guess, like I said, it depends on if you have a scale or if you're doing it by volume, but we're using it at about 5% in our hair mask and in our oils. So you can use MSM, from what I read, between it was like 2 to 12%. So I felt like 5% was a good starting point. And again, if you have a scale, then you should weigh your products out, right? So you put your product on the scale, weigh that, and then add 5% of that to your mixture. So you know what you're doing, right? Because sometimes you just take MSM too much, and then you don't have a frame of reference to say like, is this too much, or I have a headache, or I have this effect, and it's like, okay, can you lower that dose? So make sure you write down what you're doing so you have a frame of reference for it. Okay, hi Deirdre, hi Boo. Getting this in my shampoo. Yeah, mixing your shampoos. Okay, it's perfectly good to do that. I like hair. Thank you so much. I was just saying my hair is old, y'all. I'm supposed to have washed my hair. This is 2-week-old hair, and I need to stop playing. I'm actually going to film me washing my hair with my whole product line, which is behind me here. I realized I don't have like a full video of just me using only my products because I'm always DIYing something. So I wanted to get that there. You've seen me use like my conditioner and my twist cream and other videos, but not in one full video. So I'm actually going to film that, and I've just been really lazy. So I got to do that. Can I put MSM in my moringa tea even while steaming hot? Or should I only put MSM in cold water only? You can put it into warm water. It will just dissolve quicker. That's fine. That's fine. I actually put in I put it in my warranty. I put the boiling water and I put everything and dissolve it and stir it down just fine. What percentage in grams, please? That's hard to say. 5% is 5%. So like if you have 100 grams, 5% of that. So it's 5 grams. So I can't say because it's going to depend on the weight of your product. Hi, Melissa from Jamaica. Hello, hello. I'm taking internally with orange juice, but I've missed some days. It's okay. I'm sure we're all going to have days where we miss days. This week we're going to be taking it every single day. So try to, try to just stick with that schedule. I have a downloadable PDF. I know it's hard because even if you download it, try to like print that out and put that somewhere. And maybe put an alert in your phone. I'm also really good with like alerts on my phone. That helps out a lot. So do that. I take stuff in the morning usually. I'm doing this on Sunday Live for you guys. So, we can kind of like drink and chit chat, even though I haven't drinking. Like whenever you take your vitamins for the day. So usually I work out at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then 9 o'clock, I take everything, right? I take regular multivitamins. I take a liquid iron. I don't know if y'all know I'm anemic. So I try to make sure I just take everything at one time, get it out of the way, and so I don't forget. So like that kind of builds a routine for me. I had a lucid dream last night from MSM. Yeah, it can happen. It can happen. How much water did you drink yesterday? And as I'll say this, as we build up into week two, and we're taking it every day, really, really make sure you focus on getting enough water, you guys. Really do. You'll have a lot more built up in your system, you know, as you continue to take it each and each day. And the next week we're going to increase the dose again. So, you know, Ruby Joy. Hi, hello, dear. 3 bottles, I need more. When you say bottles, I mean bottles could be a number of sizes. If you're talking about like 3 bottles like this, then yeah, you need more. Uh, Happy to see you too. Okay, you guys, does anyone have any more questions? I don't want to make this very long. I just really wanted to come in, see how we're doing. If you guys had any questions with your MSN, drink my MSN. And where do you get your liquid iron? So I got mine from Vitamin Shop. I'm gonna get it for you guys because I really want to show you. I started taking this like a month ago, and the results I've seen have been amazing. So give me 1 second. Okay, so this is the good. This is not sponsored, y'all. Literally, I love herbs, and so I'm always trying to find. So it's called Gaia Herbs Plant Force Liquid Iron. Y'all, the amount of energy I get and how different I felt from like 1 week of taking iron was like saving my life. But I also have anemia, iron anemia. So I'm actually due for have a little corner left. It's time. I'm actually going to go to Vitamin Shop today to get some more of this because it's my baby now. All right. Hi, my hair keeps coming out in the front. You mean like your edges? How do I take the MSN? Okay, so first of all, let me just address how your hair keeps coming out in the front. Are you doing something? Are you pulling your edges back? Are you pulling your hair back quite often? You put braids in your hair, wigs on your hair, things that can cause hair loss. You have to really stop doing those things first because you can take external things, you could put things on your scalp and whatever, but if you keep causing the issue, you're gonna keep breaking. And how do you take the MSN? So we're taking it internally, excuse me, and we're using it externally. So internally, we're doing it this week. We're starting at 1/8 of a teaspoon. Internally, we're taking it with vitamin C, and you have to drink 64 ounces of water every single day, or 1 gallon of water every day. Okay. Tracy says the Emerson challenge is sure going to make me push drinking more water. Yes, yes. I always drink water, but it's really, really like forcing me. Like, did I get my 64 ounces today? You know, being intentional about it. I've been drinking a lot of water. I realized my hair dried when I spray over my hair. So this week I will. I'm not sure what you're saying. Only on my scalp. Are you trying? Yeah, I usually just put the when I put the leave-in spray on the internal. I just mainly focus it on my scalp, right on my roots. Okay, so my hair is kind of dirty, y'all. I ain't gonna don't zoom in too close. um, I saw innocent and vitamin C mix. Do you advise to purchase it mix? I mean, you can. It's totally up to you. The only reason I recommended this brand is something I had used previously. I saw good reviews about it, but if you see another brand and you read through the reviews and it looks good, I mean, why not try it? Why not? I'm advocate for that. Let's see here. I'm anemic as well. I'm going to check this out. Yeah, definitely check it out. Had a lot of good reviews. It's Gaia Herbs. A lot of good reviews, and I was shocked. I mean, it has I'm gonna just read to you some of the ingredients. It has sea buckthorn, star anise pods, organic blackberry, acerola fruit extract, organic rice bran extract. Um, what else? Organic parsley leaf, organic stinging nettle leaf, organic dandelion leaf, organic fennel seed, and yellow dock root. So it does, to me, it tastes like uh, it tastes like herbs, but kind of gets addicted. Like for I'm the weird person that like the first time you read it and it's like, I mean, first time you read it, first time you try it, you're like, oh, okay, it doesn't taste bad. It's just like tastes like herbs. And and then the second time you do it, and then my body starts to crave it. Like by the the fourth or fifth day, I was like, "Ooh, let me get another shot of that. Let me get another shot of that." Like I just was addicted to it. And you're supposed to take two two 10 milliliters a day. There's a 10 milliliter thing on it and a 20 milliliter. So you're supposed to take 20 milliliters a day. Okay, so let's see. Let me scroll up. My water intake is bad because I work. What I do because I work because of work. What I do. So I only get to drink during my lunchtime. When at home, I drink a lot. Yeah. Try to the first thing in the morning. The first thing I always do when I wake up, drink one full thing of this. So you already start out with 17 ounces of water. And if you can only drink water at lunch, try to at least drink one of these as well. So that way you at least got like 30, 33, 34 ounces in. I get not everyone's job is as flexible for that. And then in the evening, try to make sure you get the rest of your water in. Uh, 1 gallon, how many bottles? 64 ounces is 1 gallon, and a bottle is what, 17 ounces. So that's basically like four, if you drink four of those. You previously mentioned upcoming scale on your products. Will you announce it on YouTube or Instagram? Oh, sale, you mean? Yeah. My sale's actually coming tonight, y'all. So I hope y'all are subscribed to my blog because I'm dropping the email tonight. Oh, you're right. 1 gallon is 120. Is it? Is it 128 ounces? Am I wrong? Am I saying wrong things? You right. Ooh, child. So yeah, you should be drinking way more than that. Half a gallon is 64. That's you're right. Angelica's right here. Here, don't have me lying out here. So then you need to drink eight of these to make your thing. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, my cell starts tonight. I'll probably drop the email around 11 o'clock, 11 p.m. So definitely be sub so you can get that email. All right. Let's see. The spray with the MSM. Oh, Riri Joy. Yeah, if you're using the spray with MSM, focus it mainly on your roots. It can be a bit drying to the length of your hair. Anemia almost destroyed me and my hair. Lost most of my edges on the top side. Nothing works. However, I love the rest of my hair. Going to talk to a dermatologist eventually. Yeah, Kenny. Um, I've had severe hair loss due to anemia. I didn't even know I was anemic at the time. I have my whole hair loss story on YouTube actually. But for me, it was all in here, all in like I was balding here, and I was extremely tired. But I'm always tired, so it wasn't like something that was like drastically different for me. I just thought that that was normal life, and then one day I fainted and went to the hospital, and they were like, "You're severely anemic." And outside of just my hair, I was like really like pale fingertips, pale like under my eyes. I just was not okay, and it took a long time for me to finally get my iron back to where it is. And even now, it's just something I have to continue to like manage and continue to work on. It's not something that just goes away. Uh, I have to be intentional about what I'm eating and what I'm taking, so yeah. Someone say, Riri said, can we see already results? Some people can see results. There were people who saw MSN results in like a week or two. So I mean, I'm not gonna check my hair and become super obsessed with it because like I feel like I'm one way or the other. I'm like all in, or I'm like, all right, I'll just deal with it later. So I try to like, I'm gonna wait till the 8 weeks are up to do my next lens check and try not to obsess over whether I grew half an inch or an inch at that time. Um, what is the name of it? Show the picture again. Bridget, I'm sorry. You talking about this? I'll show this. GAIA herbs, and it's called Plant Forest Liquid Iron. Uh, I like Gaia brand all around. Yeah, Sassy Rare Breed, they have good products all around. They have a ton of herbal stuff, and this is about herbs. I'm about healing your body internally, y'all. That's where I'm at. Would you please link to the vitamin in description? Sure. I'll link to, yeah. You know what? Let me just do that now. Gaia. Um should I link it from Vitamin Shop, or should I just link it and then you guys can choose where to purchase it from? I'll just link it from the actual website and then and force. They have multiple sizes, and actually next time I'm gonna get the bigger size because I went through this, I guess, in about a month. It was not bad. Okay, let me put that in the description box here. Okay. Um, just to be informed, is collagen not an option? A lot of people take collagen. Collagen is wonderful for hair, skin, and nails. Again, I stated like the only reason why I'm not taking collagen right now is because I'm really trying to focus on one particular thing. Like y'all know I love to be extra. I am queen extra, but I really want to say this is the MSM challenge, so I'm gonna focus on that. But by all means, if you're trying to grow your hair extra long, you could be extra, throw in some collagen. Why not? Riri says my hair is growing but so thin. So is your hair naturally on the thinner side? Like not everyone has as much density as everyone else, right? Um, but is it thinner than it was before? Like before when you grew your hair out? Is it much thinner now than back then? That could be a difference. Terry says, I'll be sleeping at 11 p.m. I'm not a night owl. Oh, sorry, Terry. Hopefully you get it in the morning. She's talking about myself. I am infamous for dropping stuff at midnight. It's just I'm a night person. I'm up to all ungodly hours of the night. Um, yeah. So I'm sorry. Hopefully you'll get in the morning. I have been stocking up on a lot of products, so don't worry, y'all. I'm on it. Put MSN in cold water. Okay. Can you drink Perrier water instead of still water? I mean, sure, why not? I don't know what the real difference is between bubbly water and still water. Like if it's one is bad for you versus it not being. Is one healthier than the other? I don't know. I love bubbly water or sparkling water or Perrier, whatever. Like I love it all, and I drink that too. I drink so much water. Like I really try to drink so much water. Who was it? Somebody? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What's her name? Last week she was on live with us and she gave us a bunch of infused waters. Actually, what I'm going to do, if she doesn't mind, um, I'll message her and ask her. Elevated Life was her name on Instagram. She gave me a list of all these infused waters to try. I mean, she has, it was like 15 of them. If she approves it, I will put it out on my stories and you guys can use it as well if you're into that. Uh, so let me see. Hey, watching from Germany. Hello from Germany. I'm also doing the MSN challenge, but it gives me crazy headaches. I take it with vitamin C and I drink enough water and I decide to use it in my spritz and hair masks. So did you start with the every other day? And also, are you hydrated? I always say ask people, are you hydrated first before you take the MSN? Like some people never drink a gallon of water a day. No, they've never drank that much. And so even starting out taking MSN can be like a lot because your body's already dehydrated. Um, and if that's the case, I would slow down on that. Let your body get used to it. So take 1/8 of a teaspoon, take it with your vitamin C. How much vitamin C are you taking with it? Um, and all of that. And if you're taking it water, spray, and mask, that could just be too much. So just cut out maybe one of those. Just say, all right, I'm gonna take it internally, or I'm just gonna use it externally. Charlotte says I just start taking MSN crystals. The taste is horrible. Oh yeah, definitely mix it with something that tastes good. Sorry y'all, I got this little. Okay, my lip was peeling. Um, Take it in a smoothie, drink it with tea, drink it with something that tastes good. You ain't gotta drink it by itself. I feel you, girl. It's a little bit bitter. Shouldn't be terrible, but it can be a bit bitter. Candy Marshall, I had iron infusion treatments at my hair started to grow. Now I take tablets to maintain. I'm going to try the liquid you showed. Yeah. A lot of people have had iron infusions. It does help, especially if you're like really deficient in iron, and it will help because it gives you that boost like right away. Same with me. I take this to maintain my iron. Just FYI, the crystals do not give headaches. They're more expensive but worth it. Oh yeah, a lot of people see. I will say the more pure, as they say, the more pure the MSM powder, the less the side effects you are. Everything. That's why I recommended you take like the powder, the crystal form, because um anything like in the pills are going to have additives in it. So there are going to be other side effects. So if you can get the most pure form, that's the best way to do it. Hello, Sharon. Hello from Europe. My world of beauty. I do take collagen and I love it. My hair is growing thicker and than usual. That's awesome. Collagen is amazing for hair growth. It is. It's hair, skin, and nails. Awesome, awesome. Tammy says, why the MSN gives you headaches. So unfortunately, I have researched this topic and I do not see why MSN gives headaches. I have looked and looked and looked and looked online, and you know why there's not a lot of research done on MSM powder. MSM powder was again originally used for people who are suffering from like arthritis and joint pain and inflammation, and I just don't feel like there is enough research out there to talk about why some people get headaches. Also, why some people get lucid dreams from it, right? And some people don't. But one thing that was really important from what I read is really about taking it properly, introducing it into your body slowly, um, and using vitamin C so that can really maximize its benefits. The time of day you take it, if you're prone to headaches, if you're already dehydrated, again, like I said, if you're already dehydrated and you start taking MSN, even if that day you drink 64 or 128, I gotta stop saying that. Even if you that day you take 128 ounces of water, like your body is already in a state of dehydration. You have to like first get fully hydrated, right? To really like, okay, let's see how I'm really feeling. Like, is it the MSM powder or my body's just dehydrated? All right. Let me see. There's a lot of conversation going on here. I have the crystals instead of the powder. That's awesome. I use the powder MSM for the sprays and MSM and drink the crystals, and I notice I don't get headaches. What brand, Yolanda or Sugar? What brand are you guys using that has the crystals and not the powder? So like the I will say this, the what is this brand? Doctor's Best. I don't know if y'all can see. It's not a finely ground powder. It does have some crystals in here. Like I know you can't really see on this camera. But it is kind of like crystal chunks. Are your crystals like bigger than let me see if I can get a little bit closer. I don't think this is gonna help. I'm using my MacBook, so you probably can't. I'm just curious, are the crystals like full crystals like this? This is not a finely ground powder. It does say MSM powder, don't get it twisted, but I've seen like fine powder. This is not as fine. Uh, I am taking MSM since 2 weeks. Today I didn't drink a lot of water, so I've been having terrible headaches, unfortunately. Yeah. Really, really try to drink enough water. And if you're having headaches today, then just don't take the MSM powder today. I always say just like cut back. If you're starting to have side effects, cut back for a day, drink all your water, and then next day start again. Like again, we're not trying to kill ourselves to grow some hair, okay? Today I did drink, so I haven't. Okay, this is so cool. I love to be able to share all with you. Thank you so much. Our hair is our glory. T. So MSM for hair growth works. It does work. T. It has been shown for multiple people. MSM it actually extends the hair growth phase, the anagen phase, to help your hair grow longer and stronger. It also contains sulfur, or in the sulfur bonds that actually help our hair become hair, form hair. It really does work. It also reduces inflammation in the scalp and all that. My hair has also started growing when I started to take iron supplements daily. Yes. If you're iron deficient, let me tell you, you once you finally get your iron to where you should be, your hair will prosper. The same thing with vitamin D deficiency. A lot of people who have vitamin D deficiency or any type of vitamin deficiency period, when you are deficient, your hair, skin, and nails are the last thing your body gives to. Okay. Your body doesn't care about these things. We care about them, right? We want to look good. But your body is saying, I want to take care of my heart, my organs, my whatever, okay, internally. These are extras. These are extras. Your body doesn't care about this, really. So when you finally reach that level of being healthy, no longer vitamin deficient, you're going to experience hair growth, nail growth. My nails are, I cut them down every week. My nails grow so long and so fast. And that is when I'm healthy, when my vitamins are up, when my iron is right, when I'm, also taking a hair growth challenge, taking MSM, taking collagen, or all my vitamins, my body does extremely well. My hair grows well, my nails grow well, my skin looks great, all of it together. Um, Sorry, I know I just went on a little rant there. Yes, I drink a lot of water. This is the second time trying MSM, but it's not for me. It's look, that's fair. It might not be for everybody. A lot of people, like I said, are just doing it externally. Internally, for some people, it just won't doesn't work, and that's fair. Lady says, "What do you use to grow 4C hair?" Oh, honey, so much. Right now, we're doing an MSA hair growth challenge, but really, your hair grows. Let me just pause this real quick. Everybody hair is growing as long as you are within a healthy state, okay? Unless there's something wrong with you internally, your hair is always growing. It's about retaining the length you grow, okay? You can do things that can speed up hair growth, collagen, so the MSN challenge that we're doing, biotin can help speed up hair growth, but it's all about retaining length, retaining moisture, okay? So what do I use? I have a good regimen. I can tell you I use my products and they grow my hair, which is not a lie per se, right? But I want you to understand like our hair is always growing. These things can help stimulate and help encourage hair growth quicker. But having a really good routine, shampooing your hair, deep conditioning your hair, moisturizing, sealing, then putting it away. As you guys see most of the time on my Instagram, if you follow me on my Instagram, especially my stories, my hair is in twists about 90% of the time. I take out my hair to record videos to show you guys, what it looks like. Because a lot of times y'all want to see the length, y'all want to see the hair, right? Um, but really protective styling to retain that length, okay? If you really want me to break it down, you can also DM me. We can chit chat about that as well, okay? Sherry says I take 2 to 3 grams with 1 teaspoon of moringa. Is that enough? Um, 1 teaspoon of moringa. Let me calculate that, Sherry. You can just message me and I'll definitely get back to you about that. I think that should be enough because moringa powder has 3 times as much vitamin C as oranges, so I think that should be enough. But I'll let you know for sure. What are you taking for iron? Oh, you must have missed that sugar. This is what I'm taking. I'm taking the Gaia Herbs Plant Force liquid iron. Um, this baby right here. This baby has been my lifesaver. I put it in the chat. If you probably scroll up, you guys can see this. Like I said, this is not sponsored. This is legit just something that I'm taking that has worked. When I tell you like almost right away, I noticed the effects of that. Like more energy, less being tired. It was just like boom, boom, right away. I've made red onion and carrot juice and mixed it with a bit of MSM powder on my scalp before shampoo. My scalp needs attention, so sensitive. I mean, all of those things are really great. Like, um, have you tried? I mean, both of those things are great. I don't want to add more to it. See how your scalp feels with that. If you're looking for some herbs that can really help with scalp care, nettle, rosemary, horsetail, those are also good herbs for the scalp, for a sensitive scalp. Is it like dry and itchy, or is it just like like what does sensitive mean? Sweet lady says, I take organic MSM. So far, so good. Wonderful, wonderful. Sassy rare breed. Did you know amla and fenugreek is a good source of iron? I put the powder in my smoothie. Yes, yes. You missed it last week. I talked about how I take amla powder for iron too as well. I do. Kitty says, why is it so expensive collagen? Oh, I don't. I guess I would think college is an expensive. I mean, it's as expensive as MSM powder. I get it on Amazon, y'all. Amazon be my place. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I took too much and I didn't drink enough water. That's why I got a headache. Yeah. Did someone put MSM crystals in coffee? I'll let someone answer that because I don't drink coffee, so I don't know. Um, should I add equal part? Oh. Should I add equal parts? Sorry, of MSM and vitamin C powder to my water? Yes, equal parts. Equal parts. Yolanda, you keep saying MSN. MS. I say M, but I don't pronounce the M as well, so it's MSM. I just say MSM real fast. I'm sorry if that's confusing. If you're vegan, there are vegan collagen powders out there. My favorite is Holistic. Oh, thanks for sharing. There are a lot of people who don't like regular collagen because it does contain animal protein. Oh, my brother just entered the chat and gave me a super chat. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Let's see here. What do you counsel? Let our hair straight or moisture wet style for more growth. Um, I'm always going to recommend leaving your hair natural in its natural state. I am not a fan of straightening your hair. That's personal preference for me. I haven't straightened my hair in 10 years. I wash my hair, twist it up, and leave it a twist for the week. That's pretty much what I do. And I advise you that if you are going to wear your hair straight for heat, definitely use a heat protectant. And it's just not something I really advise. But if that's what you want to do, I'm not going to tell someone not to do it. The crystals I take, the brand is called Gold Standard Organic Sulfur. I bought it off of Amazon. Okay, so Yolanda, you're not taking MSM powder, MSM. I'm gonna make sure I pronounce that. Um, you're taking pure organic sulfur. I see. Someone said, "What's your city?" I'm in Philadelphia. What things do you use to grow your hair? I want to try it out. Liddy, if you check my whole YouTube page, I have a ton of things about how I grow my hair. I also have a regimen. My entire regimen is on my YouTube. I have a video. It says I think it's like my Ayurvedic hair regimen. You can check that whole thing out and how I grow my hair. How to know when your vitamin and minerals are at a good level. My doctors don't like to monitor, and I don't want to maybe take any vitamins that I don't necessarily need to take. A blood test. I get a blood test at least once a year. For me, twice a year actually, but at least once a year, I go to get tested to see where my blood levels are. And it's mainly because I'm anemic, and for me, like if I slack on it, my iron goes, it tanks. So it's something that I have to monitor. And right now, that's the only way I know to recommend to you to go to your doctor. There are different types of anemia. My anemia, there are. I can't even pronounce that. Became much better by taking B12. Research B12 anemia deficiency. Right. There are multiple types. I have iron. You're right. I have iron anemia deficiency, but there are B12 anemia deficiency. There are multiple types. Um, you're completely correct on that. Um, Thanks. I was looking to see why it gives headaches as well, but didn't see either. I use the MSN you have on my hair, and I take Gold Standard Organic Sulfur, and it said to take it 30 minutes before food. Okay. Can I use MSM vitamin C with a green tea spritz? Yeah. And that green tea has vitamin C in it too, so you're getting probably a really good dose. Oh, Riri says dry and itchy, one side in the middle of my head. So, Riri, go check out my video about CCCA, and I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that again. It's like centrifugal alopecia that can happen from having a sore, dry and itchy middle crown area here. Okay. Also, then check out the video I have on dry and itchy scalp. You can make the oil or you can make the spray and use that. I would add that to your whatever you're spraying onto your hair because that will really help with that dry and itchy. But also go talk to your doctor, honey, because you could be allergic to something. It could be a vitamin deficiency. It could be a number of reasons why that area in your hair is dry and itchy. If y'all think about it, that's the top most part of our hair, right? So that's the least amount of circulation, the least amount of nutrients go there, okay? So if you're other deficient in other parts of your body, your scalp is not gonna get as much nutrients, especially this topmost part of your scalp. Nocturna, I have a severe vitamin D deficiency as well as being very anemic. I've been doing the right thing, but the breakage is extremely severe. I found it because my vitamin deficiency is so extreme. Yeah. If you have an extreme one, please go back to your doctor. Have them put you on something. You might need a vitamin D shot. You know, taking like I always say, like the things that we take, like the vitamins or the pills, to me are more for upkeep, right? Therefore, thing like once you have your balance, your levels balanced, this is kind of upkeep. If you're in a severe deficiency, you really should, I would say, force your doctor. I need this. I need to get my vitamin D levels up. I need to get my iron levels or B12 levels, whatever it is. I needed to get it up and force them to give you something to bring it up. Because these things are, like I say, this should be when you're already at a higher level, right? Not an extreme deficiency, but maintaining, okay? Really maintaining your levels. I'm, for a woman, you should be about 12 mgs of, I forget what it is, 12 something for iron. I'm at 11. I can use this and this can help bring it up a little, right? But if you're at a 6, this, honey, you need to go back to the doctor and be like, I need an iron infusion or I need a vitamin D infusion. Don't allow them to send you away and you're sitting at home struggling. Cause like I said, hair growth is just the last phase of it. Like there are other things that your body needs internally to function, the iron and the vitamin D. Once we get to that point where your hair and nails are just kind of like breaking or doesn't care, it's because your body is trying to utilize what it has to like for itself, like to protect yourself, to heal yourself, to thrive, to grow, to be a human. I feel like I'm getting off on a tangent here. I'm sorry. um, all right, let's see here. You're like Israel. I don't know what that means. Okay. I'm outside of Philly in Delaware County, Pennsylvania. Oh, hey. T Blanco, anytime you intake vitamins, your body don't need it. It will get rid of it through number two or P. My hair is not growing at all. I don't know what else to do. Like I had mentioned earlier, and I don't want to go on too long of a tangent again, but your hair is always growing unless you have some type of issue, something's wrong with it. It could be about whether or not you're retaining length. So really look at your regimen of am I moisturizing? How often am I sealing? How often am I deep conditioning? Um, what type of like what am I doing with my hair? And if your hair is really not growing, like I said, go to the doctor and say, I need a blood test. I need to find out what's going on. I need to know what am I deficient in? Let me run me that blood test, y'all. Okay. Let's stop playing with doctors. We gotta hold them accountable because literally I always tell people these are the external things that, our body is doing. Like fix our internal so then our external could be good. Okay. If you really want to have a good regimen, if you want to know a good regimen, you can go to my YouTube channel and I have my Ayurvedic regimen. What I do every week, basically, I use Ayurvedic herbs in some form or fashion with either a mask or a gloss. And then I shampoo, deep condition, and then I use my leave in, twist cream, twist cream, and then I fill with a butter and an oil. I oil my scalp with my Ayurvedic hair oil. And that's really it. Leaving your hair alone, leaving it moisturized. Um, that's just really important. Like, and protective styling. Like, if your hair is not growing, honey, then think about going to the doctor and really finding out what's going on. Can you make a video of the vitamins you take? Yes, I will. I will do that because a lot of you guys do ask, and I do take a lot of things. I agree with your iron and vitamin B12 deficiency can cause hair loss. I can say that affected me for so long, and the issue was fibroids. Yep, I actually have fibroids, so yep, it caught. Yep, yep. I'm going to try out peppermint oil where you think it will work with 4C. Yeah, peppermint oil can work. You can look, I have Ayurvedic herbal oils on my channel. Um, Herbs that can help with hair growth. Amla powder, fenugreek powder, brahmi, burdock roots, horsetail, nettle. Almost all of these herbs can really help with hair growth. But amla is actually scientifically shown to help regenerate dead hair follicles. Burdock root, brahmi, those are all regenerative herbs. Have you considered a collaboration with Hinasuk? I actually did a collaboration with Hinasuk for 6 months. Last year? 2 years ago? I guess it was 2 years ago. So if you go through some of my older videos from a year and a half ago, I did collab with them. First of all, I love Khadijah. Khadijah is my girl. I used henna from Khadijah when she first opened 12 years ago. And me and her had that bond. Amazing. Love her herbal products. Um, Love her. She's a sweetheart. I have a ton of videos on my page with Henna Suk. Uh, she said, I came in late. Did you say something about peppermint oil? Yeah, peppermint oil can be used in any of your things to help stimulate hair growth. If you notice in all of my product, like my hair growth products have peppermint oil in it. My Ayurvedic stimulating hair growth product has peppermint oil. My scalp relief oil has peppermint oil. Those are great for stimulating hair growth. Charlotte said it's weird that so many of us are anemic. I wonder what that's from. Yeah, I do too. A lot of Black women have anemia. Could it be from the fibroids? Do a lot of, a little off topic, but I have fibroids, and my doctor was like, when they first found the mass, right? Because I was having all this pain and issues. My doctor was like, "Oh, you're fine. Most Black women just have fibroids." It was so like nonchalant. It was so like, "Don't worry about it. Like you'll be fine." And every year it just kept growing and growing and growing. And you're right. That could have an impact on my anemia. Things that we don't know, right? And they just treat it like it's so nonchalant. Like it doesn't. Not saying it doesn't matter, but they treat it like it doesn't matter. So it's just something that like yeah, it's a good question to ask, and it probably is a question we should really be forcing our doctors to like, ask them like, "Hey, why is this always the case?" And same thing I had to like talk to my doctor, and I feel like I also think about switching doctors to say like, okay, just because all Black women have fibroids, it shouldn't just be like, "Oh, it's fine, you're fine." Um, oh, sorry, hold up. In my coat pocket. Um, It shouldn't just be something that's fine and just deal with it, like, 'cause like she said, like, "Oh, you don't have to have surgery until the pain becomes so unbearable." And it's like, why do I have to suffer until it becomes unbearable for you to consider my fibroids an issue, right? Because it's not like I have just one, I have 3, and it's not like they're all tiny. Some are larger, some are smaller, but that's another issue. It's just something that I really think like we as Black women, we suffer from a lot, and we also suffer from anemia, B12 deficiency, and vitamin D. Is that an impact from fibroids? I don't know. I don't know. I really think that's something that we should be asking our doctors. All right. Sorry, that was just a tangent. I just feel like I had to like kind of share that with you guys though. Uh, I take MSM crystals internally, and the MSM powder is what goes in the sprays. Okay, wonderful. Peppermint oil is great for scalp stimulation, but you have to put it in a carrier oil. Yes, you have to put in a carrier oil. You're right. Um, Terry says I wasn't able to download the calendar every time I try to open the file. My phone says can't open it. Oh, Terry, okay. Can you? I know some people have messaged me, and I'm so sorry. This week was insanely busy. I'm going to try and PDF it because I realized I put it on the website as a PNG file. So if you can just email me now. I am nappy at gmail.com. And I will try to just PDF the file and send it to you that way. Okay, let's see. Don't use any coffee scrolls, not good. Use natural juices or warm water. What should you suggest if protective styles like twist and braids tangle in my hair? I have really extremely tight coils and I lose so much hair taking them out. I actually have to detangle every day. Every day. Are you using extension hair or are you twisting? I'm sorry, not nocturna. Um, are you twisting with your own twists or braiding with your own hair? I don't use extension hair when I twist and braid my hair because I just feel like usually I'm taking out my hair within the week and rewashing and doing that. You really shouldn't have that many tangles and that many issues if you're doing your hair weekly. And you should really not be detangling your hair every day. Kenny Marshall says fibroids can cause severe iron deficiency anemia. I have had to have a hysterectomy because of it. Someone asked why we have anemia. Yeah. Mm. Crown Doreen Patterson. Crown issues can be an indication of lots of things like endometriosis, autoimmune disease. When I work in hematology, Black women are known for bleeding heavily, fibroids, etc. Doreen, yep, yep. That's why anybody who has crown issues, I always tell them go to your doctor. Like something's wrong, go to your doctor. Go to your doctor. Wonderful advice, Tammy and Doreen. Most people short in B12 and folate were vegans. Sometimes, but I'm not vegan, and I'm and I'm short in iron and folate. Yes, I'm anemia. I have anemia as well, and I take heme boost that the doctor put me on. So going to see how it works. Yes, I get 10 different blood work done to see what is going on with my blood. Yeah, get the blood work, sis. Go to cola really help with my scalp. Yeah, me too. Me too. I like your twisting butter. Thank you so much. Faith Imani says there needs to be some research why women of color have fibroids. It's such big issues among this group. So many issues. Um, Faith Imani. So one thing I was like researching at one point was the use of relaxers and why Black women have had relaxers from like a lot of us from the ages of 5 and 6, and how they form fibroids and other issues with our uterus. So I don't know if those are implications from relaxers. I do know other people who don't have relaxers who do have fibroids as well. But there was a study. I don't know if it's a direct correlation from the use of relaxers during when we were like before we had our cycles, before we had our periods, and all that, and as a cause as to why so many Black women have fibroids, and also some of our hair products and things that we use as Black women. We are consumers and one of the highest consumers in the industry, and what are the implications of that? Because they don't monitor, they don't regulate per se, what's in our hair products. And for Black people, at one point, we just putting everything on our hair, right? We're putting, harsh chemicals and harsh treatments. So I don't know. There are implications here that have not fully been studied, and I don't know if people are caring enough to, to study that. All right. I'm actually on prescription vitamins now. I'm on my second refill. Wonderful, wonderful. Where can I buy your products? You can buy my products on www.NowIamNappy.com. Y'all, I'm having a sale tonight. So, I don't say hold off to the sale, but hold off to the sale. All right. Let's see. Is it okay to take collagen peptides and MSM and vitamin C powder and green tea? Yes, you can take that. Faith, yes. It's so weird that so many Black women have fibroids and severe anemia. What's going on? Mm-hmm. And the sad part is doctors are quick to tell you to have a hysterectomy. Uh, we are locked down in the UK. Nobody isn't going anywhere. Excuse me. It's a really good time to find out about your hair, twists and plaits, scarf or zoom. Honey, that's my life right now. Scarf or zoom meanings, twists, plaits. Actually, this Tip Tuesday, y'all, I'm doing some out styles, some styles with your hair out. Basically just gonna be like rolled and tucked in, whatever. And some pretty other styles to protective style with as well. What type of doctor do you recommend? Holistic or regular PCP or regular derm? Finding a good doctor is so hard. It is so hard, sis. Um, I what do I recommend? I think you should have like at least two doctors. So you should definitely have a regular doctor, right? But if you can find a holistic doctor too, do both. Do both. Something you're beautiful. Thank you so much. Charlotte, my doctor is the same. She said my fibroids are no big deal. Yeah, that's the rhetoric I hear so much. It's like, oh, no big deal. Oh, you're a Black woman. That's just normal. And I'm like, is it? Well, wait a minute. Like, maybe it's not normal for me, and maybe I'm in pain. Maybe I'm dealing with things, and people just, yeah, you're right. Get a Black doctor. Actually, one of my girlfriends did refer me to her doctor. She's a Black doctor. I'm probably going to be switching as well. Is there anything besides essential oils to dull the smell of natural herbs? Not really. I mean, you can mix it into your conditioners and stuff. That might help out some. Is there a particular herb you don't prefer? It's funny. I think just over time, the more you use herbs, the more um, you'll get accustomed to the smell. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I kind of like herbs. I just sit there and like smell them. My husband thinks I'm weird. Maybe I'm weird, but Kenny said, okay, Faith and Monty, the doctors that actually didn't want me to. I had to convince them. Sad to see Black women as young as 30 getting hysterectomies. We need some help. I do agree. So true. Nothing more degrading than being blown off about your body and experiencing. I'm 43, so my doctor was approved. Okay. Doreen, we are fighting in the UK to spread the knowledge about good menstrual health. That includes doctors too. Yes. Can we spread that over in the US? Because we need some serious help in the US, okay? Donetta says, "Do your products work on gray natural hair? I'm trying to keep away from products that turn my gray hair yellow." So I'm working on a line for gray hair. And somebody's probably gonna yell at me because she yells at me occasionally because she'd be like, "Didn't you say you were working on this?" Um, I'm working on it because yeah, my products, the herbs that I'm using right now do tint your hair. So over time you will get a little bit of yellow if you do use my products, unfortunately. But I'm coming for you guys really, really soon, okay? Because I do understand that y'all want to have bomb hair too without that yellowish tint. So they did research. Oh, I'm sorry, I just scrolled up. Okay, let's see. Okay, they did research on why Black women have fibroids and not white women, but nothing was found. Tammy, they need to do more research. That's all I'm gonna say. Because again, like I said, I do know that they have stated that relaxers from early use can cause fibroids. There are no Black female OBGYNs in my area, unfortunately. They're all Indian or white. I know. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. Even in areas that are predominantly Black, like I'm in Philly, there's not a ton. There are some. You have to really look for it. But I get that there's some areas that just don't have it. Thank you so much. I'm learning so much. Can't wait to try your Ayurvedic oil. Love the twisting and the hair butter. Thank you so much. I'm glad the products are working for you. The herb sister in Atlanta has an herbal womb detox that shrinks fibroids and causes them to shrink, detach, and be birthed naturally. So he teaches a class called Wombology. That's very interesting. Can I add the MSM in the green tea? Yes, yes, you can. Terry said they just email. Okay. Fibroids are a lot about the diet and hormones imbalance to keep it short. Interesting. Just order my Gaia as I have been anemic and used to take iron shots. You're welcome. You're welcome. I got her products on Instagram. Thanks for the wealth of knowledge that you're sharing. I know it's not irrelevant, but when it comes to COVID-19 vaccines, Black people in the UK are not taking it up because they feel they are badly treated by the health service. Um, Doreen, that's a problem in the US too. There's so many issues, right? Um, in the US, it's first of all, there's still a shortage of vaccines for people who want them, right? And they're not being really provided in poor Black communities. And then in poor Black communities, people are distrusting of the healthcare system because the healthcare system has, n- for years, royally screwed over Black people. So there's a lack of mistrust in that. I just think there just needs to be an education and showing that they care about Black lives for people to even want to trust to take a vaccine or to trust the healthcare system. Um, it's so many layers to that. It's so many layers. Kenny said, I know this is about MSM, but thank you for allowing us to vent about certain things like fibroids. Thank you. I know that sounds like I know we're like supposed to be talking about one thing. I know we got way off topic, but uh, let's see here. Black women have 5 times higher chance of dying in childbirth in the UK. Yeah, that's crazy. It's very high in the US too, and it makes no sense. It Let me not go off on tangents, y'all, because you know I will be going somewhere. Aisha says fenugreek smells like syrup. The smell is awful to me. Is there anything? Is there anything else? If you don't like fenugreek, try amla powder, amla or brahmi powder. I get it. A lot of people don't like fenugreek. I actually really love fenugreek, but I get it. I get it. Uh, it's not normal to have heavy periods and in pain. What is normal with that? That's actually a disability. Faith, Imani, please speak on that. Speak on that. Okay, I'll be waiting. Please keep me informed. I am going to purchase your hair products anyway. Oh, thank you, Ariel. I feel like like I said, my hair's dry. This is 2 weeks of me not washing. It's time. It is time. When this goes off, I'm going to film me washing my hair because sister needs some help. Um, Doreen says, I'm waiting to do a PhD in the area of menstrual health and endometriosis. Endometriosis, forget it. You can't get the funding. Yeah. Huh. Shocker, right? Raspberry bush is good for getting rid of fibroids. I'm gonna check it out. Listen, I'm all about herbal healing, or all about it. I'm gonna be on it. My skin is blue because I'm a Smurf and have been discriminated on multiple times. Is that okay to do Smurf lives? Not matter. Oh my goodness. I spent over $300 with black hair and skincare company found from YouTube. When I say bald patches, hair loss is definitely internal, and find someone you can trust or make your own products. Yeah, T definitely. Yeah, yeah. Um, you probably, I don't know if you were on here when I had my whole rant about internal health. When people were saying like, "Oh, my hair's not growing," I'm like, "Go to your doctor. Go find out why, because that's an internal problem. Because hair is always growing unless there's some internal problem, some internal issues." That's why I said like, I'm not someone, as you guys know, like I will show you guys my products. I will, I'm always a fan of like support, right? But at the same time, I'm always like, please do your research. Please understand that this is external health, internal health first. Okay, because that's what is impacting your external health. Okay. Um, Bald patches, though, bald patches sound like a number of things. Could be alopecia, could be from bad detangling practices, too tight hairstyles, or it could be from vitamin deficiencies or hormonal deficiencies or hormonal issues. Um, Bald patches is a serious thing. That's not something I would just say is only tied to hair products. It could be from bad hair products, but it could be from a number of things. Um, I recommend, if you're going to start with anything, start with some Ayurvedic herbs. Let's start with some. Well, let's recommend going to the doctor first, okay? Then we're going to start with some Ayurvedic herbs. Herbs for help, for definitely fighting um, hair fall, amla powder, and hair growth, amla powder. Research has shown that is one powerful herb. You can introduce that slowly. You can introduce that 1 tablespoon into your deep conditioners. Of course, I can show you again. I can show you my products. I can talk about them. All of my products are infused with Ayurvedic herbs. Okay. Um, I know a lot of you guys want to know what they are, so I'm going to just show you guys. But I always will tell you guys, I'm a fan about learning about your hair first. Okay, that's why my entire YouTube page is about like Ayurvedic hair care, learning about what works for you, why it works for you first and foremost. Um, the first thing that actually, I'll start with I have an Ayurvedic shampoo bar. These are about to drop and go on sale. Okay, this is infused. It has oats and aloe and 10 other herbs. So you have in this amla powder, brahmi powder, fenugreek, Bringraj. It has my Ayurvedic oil in this thing. And then I add an additional amla and neem powder to this. Okay. This is a great cleanser. It doesn't strip your hair, but it's going to clean your hair. Next up, I follow with my deep conditioner. Okay. It's my all aloe deep conditioner. So oats, if y'all don't know, oats contain a lot of B vitamins, and it's very healing and nourishing for your hair and scalp. This has horsetail, chamomile, nettle, sage, rosemary, and lavender, aloe vera, avocado oil, panthenol, honey quad, extra virgin olive oil, sweet almond oil. And then I have some wheat amino acids, glycerin, sodium hyaluronate, all things to attract moisture to your hair. This deep conditioner is crazy thick, but let me tell you, this will penetrate your hair, okay? Penetrate, allow you to detangle, and all that. Someone just said, I'm sorry, because I skipped a lot. So, are your products vegan friendly? Unfortunately, they do contain honey. This contains honey, and this contains honey. The leave-in does not. I'm going to do some products that don't contain honey. And I do hand make all of my products. Every last one of them handmade. The twist cream also contains all the same products as that. So you have your water, horsetail, chamomile, nettle, sage, rosemary, oats. Um, this one also contains rose hydrosol. All of this stuff is really, really hydrating for your hair. And if you don't want to purchase my products, like I'm like, go to my page and check out how to make products so you can figure out what works for you. Okay. A lot of the stuff that you'll see me sell is adaptations from what I've shown from my DIYs on Instagram, on YouTube. Okay. I always will up whatever it is, right? Like the stuff you'll see me make, I'll definitely add more ingredients to it, other things. But if you notice, okay, my hair likes um my hair likes ingredients that have aloe vera in it. My hair likes ingredients that have herbal infusions in it. Then you know when you go through your whatever products you choose to buy, go through that list and see what it has and see like, okay, then I'm gonna try this out because I know this is what my hair likes. So I'm gonna try this, right? So That's what I do. Like, of course, I tell people, like, there are probably other products that can work than my products. Will I promote my products? Sure. Wonderful. But hair growth comes from internal first. Okay. Internally. And of course I don't have my oil over here, but I have an Ayurvedic hair oil that is meant intentionally to stimulate Ayurvedic hair oil with 10 different herbs that are meant to help stimulate dead hair follicles, regenerate hair follicles for faster hair growth. I now have just dropped a scalp relief oil. So those who have an itchy scalp, dry scalp, and those type of issues, it's targeted specifically for that. Um, so it just depends on, like I said, like for me, it's a whole approach on Ayurvedic hair care. As I continue to branch out, like I'll continue guys teaching you guys on Tip Tuesday about, the different things that I'm learning and all that. I know I talk a lot about external health, but I really, really want to talk about internal health as much because it that matters more. That's why, when we're talking about the MSN challenge, we're just kind of bringing it back around. um it's internal and external, and I get not everyone can take it internally, right? um because these are topical things, but if you're not well internally, it's like it's futile, right? It's like a cycle. It's a cycle that you're trying to like combat, but it's like, okay, because this is not well, then this is not going to be well. So make sure you're well here first and foremost. Okay. Enough of my rant about about all that. All right, let me scroll up and see what's going on here, okay? Uh oh my goodness. Let's see. Mm, okay. Can you dissolve MSM in oils? I find it gritty and lace at the bottom. No, MSM powder does not dissolve in oils. People like MSM powder in oils because some people like to put things on their hair that they don't want their hair wet and they just want to put the oils on. The crystals will kind of dissolve on your scalp as like you sweat and move around, but no, doesn't dissolve in it. T Blanco, I'm new to your page. I literally just found out you're live from scrolling looking at other hair growth videos. Oh, well, hey, and welcome to my page. I hope you learn. There's a ton of videos on there to learn. Ariel says not to preach on veganism or plant-based diets, but for me, removing animal products and processed food from my diet changed the game for me. It improved my health in all ways. It did. I was vegan for some time. If you check my hair growth, my hair loss story, actually that's when I learned that I was anemic, not because I was vegan, but because I was in a state of malnourishment, so to speak. Um, but now that I still eat a really well balanced diet right now, not vegan, but I would love to be able, but I eat a lot of vegetables in my diet. I'll say that much, and I would love to be able to go more plant based again. Nap freedom, endometriosis here. Partial hysterectomy at 40 didn't stop the grow. Back in about 45 with tumor growth. Oh my goodness, ovaries have to be shut down to stop it. My sister's knowledge is power. Wow. Vitamins and nutrition plays a major role in health, hair grows. It took 5 years for me to retain any length. I had to do both external and internal. Yes, yes, yes. Doreen, I've had a bald sore patch for years. I have endometriosis, which is the cause. It can take a while, so you have to be patient. Ayurvedic herbs. Yeah. Ayurvedic herbs are life. Literally. Literally. Herbs, I can't just say Ayurveda. Herbs are life. They can give life to you, but make sure you take that internally as well, y'all. Let's see. Oh yeah, so I did enter your product or my products vegan friendly. I said everything but what was this? The leave-in is vegan. The what'd you call it? The shampoo bar is vegan. I do have my shea butter, which oh my god, this product goes so fast. My shea butter is vegan too. Any of my butters and oils are vegan. The deep conditioner, the leave and the twist cream are not. They have honey in them. That's the only non-vegan product in it. Um, do you make all of your products? Yes, I hand make all of my products, darling. My cycles are long over. I suffer with horrendous periods, pain, hormone imbalance, vomiting. The list goes on. I was blown off, pacified, told it was in my mind. Women still suffering to this day. Suffering, honey. Suffering to this day. Same. Same, same, same. And the one thing they're quick to do, oh, just put you on birth control. It will help regulate. Raspberry tea helps with menstrual cramps and it also reduces your flow. I've heard about raspberry tea helping. Aisha says I'm in Philly. Do you have classes? I don't have classes. That's something I'm thinking about once the pandemic slows down. I don't want to say it's over because I don't know how long it's going to take for that to be over. But I would love to be able to teach other women what I've learned. I agree 100%. Faith and money, raspberry tea relaxes and calms cramps. Wonderful. Um, let's see here. All right. Can you do something on DHT blocker for people of a certain age? I can definitely do that. I do have an onion. I think we talked. Did you mention about that? I do have an onion video, which is a DHT blocker, but I can definitely do one as well. I'm gonna take all these notes because there are things that you guys have mentioned that I think are really, really good to talk about. Piece of gossip. Beautiful earrings. Thank you. These earrings were like I think $8 or $9. Um, I'll put the link where I got them from. It's one of another black owned girl. You know I gotta support uh who sells them. I had fibroids and I changed my diet, cut out sodas, pork, and chocolate, and they went away. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. The medical establishment has known about the effects of our hair care products for some time due to the common brain skull scarring present in Black women found during autopsy, naming relaxers. Yep. I said that earlier. Relaxers, relaxers, relaxers. They are. I had my first relaxer at 5. Okay. And I had relaxers every 6 to 8 weeks for over 20 years. Not over 20 years, for 15 years. What are the impacts of that? What are the impacts? Someone do a study on that. Um, let's see. Do you have a sale going on? I have a sale going on tonight. I'm dropping the email's going out at 11 p.m. tonight. Okay, y'all. So make sure you stay on top of that. In April last year, I was new to Ayurvedic herbs, didn't know what I was doing. I used henna, mask, and wrestle clay on the same day. A few weeks later, my hair broke off in the back of a hair and crown. First of all, that's a lot to do, not in the same day. So henna can act like a protein treatment, right? Henna is a strengthening treatment, and I'm such an advocate for henna, but I'm such an advocate for henna doing it right, knowing that if you're going to use henna, you really need to moisturize your hair and be able to bring that moisture balance back into your hair because it can cause breakage or dryness in your hair. So it's the same like doing a protein treatment. If you do a protein treatment without deep conditioning your hair, you can find your hair breaks. Um, if you're going to introduce yourself to Ayurveda, I'm going to recommend doing 1 tablespoon of a herb into a deep conditioner at a time. Simple way to introduce. Um, do a gloss treatment. Don't start out with a henna mask. As much as I love henna, and I'm going to preach about henna because I think henna is bae, a lot of people are intimidated because it can be like a protein treatment, and if you don't know how to properly balance your moisture levels, you can cause a lot of issues. Rasul clay is like a detoxing clay. It's like a cleanser. Um, I don't find it to be drying on my hair. Most people usually don't find it to be drying your hair, but to do 2 treatments back to back, as someone new to Ayurveda, that's a lot. That's a lot. So start off slow. I think cleansers like Rasul clay, bentonite clay. What's the other clay that I just did? I can't even think of the name of it, but I have a video on it. Those are all good clays to do, and just start there. One. Okay, do that 1 clay treatment for the week, and then next week try something new. But make sure you know how to moisturize your hair to bring moisture back into your hair. Contraceptives, especially injections, can cause alopecia too. Yes, it can. What grew my hair was keeping a diary as you suggested a while back. Week 1 is protein, week 2 is chicken high, week 3 normal, week 4 clay. Consistency is key. It's boring, but it does work. Okay, sis. Okay, Doreen, because that is the fact of the matter. Keep a hair diary. And then once you do it, you'll get into a routine. You'll understand what works, what doesn't work. what your hair needs, what it doesn't need, all of that. Hello from India. I'm glad you like my hair. I hope this doesn't get weird. um, Yolanda Jean, do you have a video on how to make shampoo bars? I do not. And a lot of you guys have asked me to do this. And I'm going to just have a little moment of a little vent, okay? There are a few things that I'm not going to post onto my YouTube that I want to, because a lot of people recently have been telling me that they plan to steal my recipes to start their own line. Now, I realize I give out a lot of free recipes as DIY treatments, okay? And I realize I have created a brand of how to make deep conditioners and how to do all this stuff. I'm trying to find a place where I feel respected within that, to know that other people can eventually take my recipes and start their own line with it. And the thing is, like, I want people to DIY. I want you guys to be able to do these things at home. But at the same time, I don't want someone to literally DM me and tell me that they're stealing my entire everything and creating their own line. Um, it I'm trying to figure out it all, you know. I'm just trying to work and I'm trying to work through it. Especially the gloss bars. A lot of people have been saying like, "Oh, I really want you to show us the gloss bars." And there are some gloss bar recipes on YouTube, but I haven't found anyone who does the gloss bars like I do, because I add the conditioning emulsifiers to mine for a number of reasons, and I don't know. It's there are layers to this as I'm growing my brand and company, but also wanting to be able to protect myself. Um, but yeah, that's that. So, okay, I know this is about MSM, but for those ladies having issues with fibroids, please check out the Von Twins here on YouTube. They have cured themselves of fibroids through diet and vitamin supplementation. Von Twins. Okay, I'll check them out. Hey, should the topical application of the MSM oil reveal hair growth? It can. It can. A lot of people were just taking MSM topically and they saw hair growth. Um, Someone said, yes, I'm scared to use. Yes, Ariel, I was saying that earlier, diet and regulate hormones. Yep. What power do black seed oil have with MSM internally and externally? So I haven't done a video on black seed oil, but black seed oil is a really powerful oil. I can't fully speak to all of it yet because I'm still in my research phase with black seed oil. Y'all know, like, before I share anything with y'all, I really try to spend like weeks doing research first. Um, so until I know for sure, I'll get back to you. But I will say this: black seed oil is great for hair growth. It's a great oil for a number of things. First and foremost. Um, so yeah, that's good to know about the protein treatments. I didn't know about needing to pair those treatments with deep conditioning. Yes, all protein treatments should come with a deep conditioning treatment afterwards. There are some hair masks that are like conditioning protein treatments, and even with that, some people find they still need to deep condition afterwards. The protein treatment that I made on my YouTube channel with me and my nephew on it, that one had the perfect balance for me of protein and moisture. But for some people, y'all might say, you know what, my hair felt dry, then deep condition afterwards. Anytime you have a protein treatment, I highly recommend deep conditioning. Some hair masks contain protein and enough moisture, and that balance is perfect. But if it's not perfectly balanced for you, pop that deep conditioner on, okay? Um, yeah, so I thought about that. Share the products used, but not the measurements. Yeah, I thought about that too. There's going to be a little bit of a shift in my channel, but I still don't want it to feel like you guys can't benefit from it. So I think some recipes will be full, like hair masks and treatments like that. I definitely will share full measurements, but like if I'm crafting something that I'm going to sell, I might not share all of the measurements. I might share some of them, but I might not share all of them. So that's a really good idea. Just some thoughts, you know. I'm just being real honest today. Y'all just getting it all. I know we're supposed to be talking about sin, and we just off on the tangent of tangents. Gina, check it in. Took my dose on schedule. Wonderful. Hi, Gina. I'm sorry. We had talked about that. We have gone on 20 different tangents since then. But yes, I'm glad this week we are going to be taking MSM powder every single day. So wonderful. Glad you took yours today. I'm supposed to be drinking mine. I've been running my mouth. Oh, Lady Godiva says, don't do it. Just keep it to yourself. I think she's a nice balance. Find a lawyer and see how you can copyright everything on your channel. And thank the people who DM you because you can use those DMs when you sue them. Yeah, I thought about it's. I would say it's real bold for people to actually DM you and tell you that. I'm like, oh, I don't know if you guys even saw on my IG story the other day. I put in the story, I was like, ask me anything, and then someone was like, I plan to use your recipes to start my own channel or something, to start my own store. And I was like, really? So you're just gonna steal my recipes? Like, and tell me? I was like, oh, okay. All right, let me scroll up. Okay. Yes, absolutely protect your products, brand, and company. Stand your ground. The big companies do it all the time, from fashion to household cleaning products. Protect yourself, product, and brand. Yes, I am. I'm actually working on trademarking as much as I can. I have an LLC. I've done some things, but I'm still working on trying to get everything, because the issue is, and like you said, so I've been on Clubhouse heavy, right? Learning about protecting myself and my brand. But they were saying a lot of big companies, what they do is they see the little people, right? But we have our own little following, we have our own little thing, we're making our own little products, minding our own business, okay? Minding the business that pays me. And they see our products, they will literally duplicate the product because they have the money, copyright it. They'll put it out in the market, whatever. They'll continue to let me sell my products. And then once, for the year goes by and I made my little profit, got my little monies, then they'll sue me for whatever money I made and say, "Oh, you've been selling your products and because we have the copyright, there's nothing that they can do. Doesn't matter that my product was out earlier. Doesn't matter that my product was out first and I have videos and have all this proof. It doesn't matter because they have the copyright. They can then sue me, and and a lot of big companies will let you keep your product for a year. So I have all these products here, right? Let's say I don't have all of these copyrighted, and they decide to take it, duplicate the recipe, put it on the market, copyright it, and then let me make my money, because they want you to make your money, and then they're gonna just take it all from you. So it's not like I can almost like rebrand and be like, okay, well, I messed up, and now not that I messed up, but I didn't know how to protect myself the way these big companies can protect themselves, right? So then I'm thinking I made X amount of profit and I have to give all of that back. And then there's attorney fees and all types of stuff. So it's not even just sinking me to a place where, like, all right, I can start from scratch and I have to start all over. It's sinking me to a point where I wouldn't be like, how would I start back from that at a negative balance because this company does that? That's what these big companies are doing. I am literally been researching so I can try to protect myself as much as possible because, you know, it's crazy out here. It's really crazy. It's really crazy out here. And it's unfortunate because my good nature trying to help other people, trying to help people, show you guys how to make your own products, how to find stuff that works for you, is could be turned around by a big company, and I be sued in the process for something that I created. But because I don't have, you know, to get a copyright is very, very, very expensive. And instead of trying for me to like focus on making my brand and focus on helping you guys out and getting products out, I'm worried about protecting myself, right? And trying to save enough money to protect myself. It's a wild world out here, y'all. All right, so that's enough. I'll get back to y'all. Okay, generally speaking, what should deep conditioning involve? So I would say look at the products in your deep conditioner. You want to find products that are hydrating, um, and attract moisture to your hair, and can have products that can penetrate your hair. So for me, that means, and for a lot of people, like aloe vera, any type of herbal infusions, water. Okay, glycerin, panthenol, um, some certain types of proteins are actually film forming proteins that actually provide moisture to your hair. Oils that are lighter, you could have a mix of light proteins and light protein, light oils and heavier oils. So oils that can penetrate: coconut oil, babasu oil, castor oil. You can have an avocado oil, a little bit heavier, sweet almond oil. Oils that can penetrate into your hair, provide that moisture. You can also use steam. You can use heat. Um, all of those things. Honey is a humectant. I'm trying to just think like, what else am I missing here? Uh, but that's what is involved. So make sure you cover your hair after you put that on for at least 30-45 minutes. Let those ingredients penetrate your hair. I tell people, if you rinse out your hair and your hair doesn't feel soft or moisturized, then it's probably not a great deep conditioner, or your hair doesn't agree with it. Um, Once you rinse off that, and I used to always ask, like, how will I know? How will I know when my hair feels good? And the first time I really had a deep conditioner that worked, I was like, oh, that's how. My hair feels soft, moisturized, fluffy, hydrated. I didn't rinse it out, and my hair was just like, "Oh, okay, that wasn't anything." Um, so yeah. Um, Please remember fibroids are found in women who have never used relaxers, like Asian and white women. We still don't know why fibroids grow and what their function is. You're right, Doreen. We don't know why, but I'm just saying for Black women, it's extremely high. And they said there is a correlation between that. Or I don't know if they want to say a direct correlation, but I do know other women have fibroids, but it is exceptionally high in Black women. I think my gynecologist said over 80% of Black women have fibroids. Karen Jones. So the amount of MSN in the oil should be increased more than 5 grams, since applying it is sparingly as opposed to using it in a mass. No, I actually like to I don't want you to overdo the MSM powder, and this is why we're using it at sparingly in the oil versus a mass, because we're using it twice a week. So I wanted something to be light because we're taking it internally. Now you can technically increase your dose if you're not taking it internally like we are. You're just going to put it on externally. Then you can increase your dose a little bit if you want in the oil, or in the spray, you could increase your dose. But for those of us who are already taking it internally and externally, I don't want you to be using high doses of that on both right now. Kenny Marshall says most of us are not about DIY life. People will buy when they see the work involved. Yeah. And you guys have legit, y'all have supported me so much. I appreciate all of the support that I get from you guys. And I'm always honored whenever I throw like that y'all buy my products, y'all love my products, and that it's working for you guys. Um, okay. Most of it not about DIY. Okay, stuff you're going to sell, you should just show us what it is and not how to make it. Yeah. Um, yeah, Yolanda, you're right. I'm definitely thinking about just doing that because I'm trying to protect myself. I'm trying to protect myself. Yolanda, how much water do you use to take them in? So right now, I mean, Lord, I've been sipping on this for like an hour and a half, but um, right now I'm drinking 16 ounces with this, but we're supposed to be drinking 1 gallon of water every day when you take your MSM powder. Yeah, that's crazy, and that is the reason you do not share your recipes, etc., for your business. Right, right. Copyright story. That is so sad to hear. Yeah. Yeah. And it's happened to multiple people, multiple companies. This other brand, this other girl I know, she apparently sold hair products too. Same thing happened to her, but she didn't even know at that point, I guess whatever company duplicated her recipe. And people were going to her page and be like, "Oh, why are you stealing such and such company's recipe?" And they were saying all this stuff to her, and she's like, "What are you talking about?" And she was like, "I've been making this for like 2 years." And she didn't even realize the brand had duplicated it, but like her followers were just saying, and not just her followers, like other people were coming in and telling her like, "Oh, you're copying this company's recipe." And she was like, "I've been doing this for 3 years." And she still tried to like take it to court, but like I said, once they have the copyright, there ain't nothing you really could do. Cookie, that is the American capitalist way. Ain't that the truth, honey? Hmm. Intellectual property is fair game. Yep. Yes, and when big companies put their version of your product full of chemicals for longer shelf life with the word natural slapped on it, and you'll be bald as an egg, scalp a wreck, and they get rich. Yep. Thanks for the answer on deep conditioning. Does it work on thinning edges and hair? Deborah, are you talking about the MSM? I'm sorry, we are so on so many other topics. Deborah Foreman. Yes, MSM powder can work on your thinning edges. Um, Hair breakage is a different thing. I want to ask, is your hair breaking from lack of moisture? Where is your hair breaking? Um, Hair breakage and hair thinning are actually two separate things that can be from two different causes. Kenny says that happened to the Australian guy that labeled his product Uggs in Australia. The US Ugg sued him and basically told him he can't sell to US online. It was sad because they took the idea. hmm Chantel Mike's doing my protein treatment today. Currently deep conditioning with Soultanicals Afrotastic with MSM and vitamin C. I'm on it. Yes. Soultastic is, I heard so many good things about that brand. And I do know they have products with I think they have products with MSN in it. Um Doreen said, I think you're being trolled. People are getting fearful because black women are doing their own thing or wear wigs. Oops. Oh, let me scroll down. Oh Lord, let me just see. Your hair is so flat. How do I get mine like that? I have dry hair. Oh boy. Let me block this person. Sorry, y'all. As I'm talking, I just saw that y'all said so I'm being trolled by this person. What a mess. Okay. Okay, let's see. Doing my protein because I was really like shoe over here. I was really sad. It made me cry. Emerson has significantly lightened my hyperpigmentation, and my mood is noticeably enhanced after taking it. I venture to say it might help with those with mild depression, but I'm not a doctor. Hmm. I'm learning my hair all over again. My hair changed after menopause. Cookie, a lot of women have said that. Um, do you think your hair is thinner since menopause? Is this person trolling me? Um, let me sorry y'all. Give me a second. Next time I'm gonna ask some moderators next time because I did well for a little while. Okay. Is there anything else you guys have or any questions you guys have? Oh, Sherry said your hair is drier. Oh yeah, because Cookie said her hair is drier and thinner. Is it the gray hairs or even your like regular strands? Yeah, I'm gonna make you a moderator. Sweet. Okay. Thank you, sweet lady. um. Oh yeah. So sorry, just some multiple thoughts going on. Is why my hair. Okay, so your hair is drier and thinner. So is dry hair? Is it the gray hair that's drier? Is it just your regular hair that's drier? Why does MSN what does MSN do internally again? MSN, I mean, a lot a lot of things. It's not just for hair growth. MSN powder can, help with, like, inflammation of your body. So, like, arthritis a lot of people have arthritis, joint pain, um, just a lot of issues, and it also can help with hair growth, has sulfur in it. So sulfur is found in our bodies, in our organs, hair, skin, and nails. It helps to build sulfur bonds, help promote hair growth, it help extend the anagen stage of our hair growth. So, there's three stages, basically a growing stage, a resting phase, and a dying phase, so to speak. So it helps to extend that phase for longer hair growth. Uh, P. Jones, yeah, baby oil is the worst thing to put your hair on your hair. I think the person was trolling me, so I just blocked them because I don't know. It didn't seem like legit. People are crazy. uh, what do you think about rice water? Um, so like 2 years ago, I actually did a rice water challenge. I don't have a problem with rice water per se. Rice water can be a bit drying for some people because it can act like a protein treatment. Um, but rice water, the major component in rice water that really, not the only component, but a major component is inositol. But inositol to me, it can be found in other herbs without having to do all of that treatment. And as I said before, when I was doing the rice water thing, I was throwing out so much rice, and I felt like that was excessive to just grow some hair when I could use herbs and get the same treatments and the same effects. For instance, moringa powder is rich in inositol. So if I'm trying to get those benefits, then I'll just use moringa powder. So I mean, it just depends on like I don't think it's wrong. It works for some people, but I didn't notice any great effects to my hair that I didn't get from herbs. That's what I'm saying. Uh, your entire body gets drier in menopause. Oh Lord, don't tell me that. um, I've been shredding my hair, but I'm going to try MSM. I feel you, Sherry. Just make sure you really drink water. It's something like, a lot of members of my family went through menopause early in life, and it's something that I think about, like, oh, is that going to happen to me? Um, but it's stuff I do want to research, as for our bodies and for our health. My mom always talks about like her hair is really dry, but she always refers to when she says that she's referring to her gray hairs. But maybe she's referring to something else. You know what I mean? Like maybe my lack of questioning or ignorance um, leads me to believe she's just talking about her gray hair. Uh, but I do know, like for her, she uses Ayurvedic herbs. Obviously, they do help a lot with bringing some moisture and hydration back into your hair strands. I have to do more research on that. I would really love to learn a little bit more about that, just in general, because it could happen to me. And well, it's gonna happen to me. Not that it could, but it could happen to me earlier, is what I was gonna say, than like late rather than later. Uh, you are right about Black women having more fibroids. What concerns me is that some people are saying eat right and it'll be okay. Saying stuff like that can sound like blame to some ears. So we can make a hair tea and oil and add incense, and that will be okay. Yes, Nicole. Nicole, if you check out my I'm gonna link the video here. I show you the hair tea and the oil, how to add it to those things. Very simple. Spread that on your hair. Use that. Okay, I'm gonna put that in the description box. Oh, when you have heat damage, just cutting off the only way to fix it. Unfortunately, Yolanda, yes. Once the structure of your hair is damaged, you cannot make it go back. Protein treatments can help, reconstructors can help, but unfortunately, just trimming it and then trying to minimize heat usage as much as possible. How long should you take the MSM before giving it a break? Um, you mean like consistently for X amount of time? Some people take MSM for years, forever. A lot of people have arthritis, and some people who are older who run like marathons and do all this stuff, they take MSM powder forever. Like we're using this, we're taking it for our hair growth, but it can there's so many other powerful benefits of it that it could be used. I can't say forever, but I just know a lot of people use it long term. I'm someone who likes to give my body a rest. I like to see how things go, so I'm gonna take it. I'm probably gonna take it longer than 8 weeks, but I'm gonna do the 8 week challenge with you guys to see. I would really like to work my way up to a full teaspoon of MSM powder. While we're on this challenge, I think we're gonna get to a full 3/8 of a teaspoon, which is the recommended dose here. So this dose is 3 grams, which is 3/8 of a teaspoon. Um, so I would eventually like to get to a full teaspoon and just see my effects and stuff. But I like to do that personally. I'm always testing and learning and growing. Um, but yeah, that's just my thoughts on it. Thank you for the time you're taking to help everyone. Glad to be a subscriber. Good luck to everyone on their hair and healthy journey. Peace, love, and MSN. Hey! Try maca and ashwagandha to help regulate your hormones. Try to stay away from wheat, soy, and dairy. Also, it's too much sugar. Balance from the inside out. Yeah. Be careful with that maca root, girl. You might end up pregnant. I don't have the heart to use rice, avocados, or bananas produce for my hair. Tastes too good, so I usually just find oils. Yeah, you don't have to use those things. I'm actually allergic to avocados, not avocado oil, but actual avocados, so I can use them. Bananas are good, but there's if you have good hair products, you don't have to. Those are just some alternatives. But I'm using ashwagandha to combat the hormones. Ashwagandha is, ashwagandha is a adaptogen herb, so it helps with stress as well. My brother's keeper asks, "What are your thoughts on biotin versus MSM?" Mm, that's a really good question. That's a really good one. They both have a lot of benefits. Someone might like biotin better than MSM powder. Someone might like MSM better than biotin. I think they both have their pluses and they both. I don't want to say they're negatives, but some people take biotin and break out like severely, severely, worse than MSM breakouts. Some people's body can't handle biotin in high doses. Some people get enough biotin from the food they eat, or they take a supplement that has I'll say a normal dose, but like a daily dose of it, and that's sufficient for them. I think they can be beneficial in high doses, right? Because that's the intended. I'm assuming you're saying to grow your hair. Um, but again, both of them I do know require you to drink a ton of water to be okay. That's good. Cookie Watcher diet makes a huge difference. I'm in Colorado and it's a very dry climate. I have a hard time keeping moisture. What do you recommend? Because the state will keep you bald. So, when you're in a place that is very dry, I highly, highly, highly recommend putting your hair into protective styles. And I'm not talking about, okay, so when I say protective styles, I'm not talking about extension hair, braids, and all that. Even though it can be, like, let me be clear, it can be. When I'm saying that, I'm talking about putting your hair into twists, maybe wearing a scarf, or putting your hair into twists and updoing your twists, wrapping those your ends away, locking your ends away. Binding your hair, when we have this type 4 kinky hair, binding your ends helps to lock in moisture, and also finding good products. So you need products that contain a lot of water because you're in a climate that is dry. Um, so make sure you have some form of a leave-in. DIY your own leave-in if you like. You purchase my leave-in if you like. That is a heavy water-based leave-in filled with some substantive ingredients. So some type of herbal treatments, aloe vera, rose water. You don't want um, humectants that are going to pull water from the environment because the environment's dry. Yeah, because the environment's dry. So what you want are film forming humectants. So you want something like panthenol. You want something like sodium PCA. You want something like what's that one? So my deep conditioner. Sodium hyaluronate in products because those are film forming humectants, which means that they, instead of just pulling moisture from the environment, they're going to lock in the moisture. So you're going to get something that's high in water content, high in film forming humectants, film forming proteins, um, and like oat proteins, film forming, moisture forming, and then you want to fill that in with a oil or butter. Okay, and you can use. I recommend using two types of oils. You're going to use oils that penetrate and oils that seal. Okay, so you want oils that you can also like rehydrate your hair with, and then oils like that. Sorry, I'm jumping around, but like coconut oil, babassu oil, um, avocado oil, lighter oils, jojoba oil, even castor oil, even though people can claim it's a heavier oil, but it can also penetrate. So try to find a mix of those type of oils in those type of products. Okay, obviously all my products have those, but look for products like that, especially in those dry areas. Try to avoid too much glycerin and what's the other ingredient? I forget that can not be as it can and not that it's drying, but your environment's dry. It doesn't have anything to pull from. So it's going to extract water from your hair out. Um, Cookie, I entered mental early too, but I also entered menses very early. Doctor said early mental issues resolve early menses. Yeah, for some women in my family, it's a mix. We don't start. I mean, we start early, but not earlier than I would say most Black women do. But like women are in our family, they'll go through menopause at like 35, and I'm 35. So that's where my like nervous and scared. Kenny Marshall says I'm at a full teaspoon already, only because I built up 2 weeks before. Wonderful, wonderful. And that's what Kenny. That's where I'm trying to be at. I'm trying to be at the full teaspoon. Like I said, this challenge I'm taking it very slowly because my first experience with MSN was kind of crazy. So I'd be a little nervous. Shirley Miller, hello, beautiful. Greetings from mile 109, Highway 97, North British. Hello from Canada. I've been using MSN for over 4 years. I started using it after Dr. Robert Caesar from Hawaii for use of inflammatory pain. Yes. Wonderful for inflammation. That's why I tell people like we're using it for hair growth, but it does have so many other wonderful things internally. Wonderful, wonderful benefits. Uh, Sassy, you're making a lot of assumptions. My diet has always been good. Oh, I scrolled down too far. Uh, my diet has always been good, and yet I have endometriosis and fibroids. What should I be watching in my diet? Okay, we're taking 1/8 of a teaspoon of MSM. How long before we up the dose? Yolanda, we up the dose next week. I have a calendar I was saying of all the things that we're doing. So the first week we took 1/8 of a teaspoon every other day. Week two, we're taking a teaspoon, 1/8 of a teaspoon every day. Next week, we're going to be introducing 1/4 of a teaspoon every other day. So you can download that in the video. I'm gonna put the video in the description box right now. Okay. And in that video, if you scroll to the description box, there's a calendar you can download, and so where we're at. Okay. I just want to say I learned a lot about hair since I've been in the chat. Thank you for answering my questions. I'm a new subscriber. Well, hello, Monique, and I'm glad I can answer some questions for you. It's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Patricia says I put ashwagandha in my smoothie. Wonderful. I didn't even answer you. I answered to that. I am an herbalist. I'm just providing general info. I'm not directing at anyone personally. I don't know what you eat. Just try it. Try biotin for 6 weeks, then do it with MSN. All of our bodies are individual. Right. Doreen, I agree. That's why I said our bodies, we're all unique. Some people might like one thing better than the other. Some people like them both, but just drink plenty of water. Yes, plenty of water is always advised, whether it's inside or out. Anything absorbed inside and out, meaning that what we eat are beneficial to apply to skin and scalp. Yes. Try limiting. Okay, 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 okay. The carrot spray. If I add vitamin C powder, do I still add moringa powder? No, you can use one or the other. Moringa has other benefits besides vitamin C. So it's up to you. It's up to you. The science behind somebody's health is more complicated. Oh, Kenny said, she said, "Now I'm curious, what happened with you the first time you took MSM?" Oh, girl, I have the YouTube video on my channel, but basically, let me tell y'all. First time I took MSM powder, I was not knowledgeable about it. Basically, I was on a hair board and somebody was like, "Oh, my grandmother was taking MSM powder for her arthritis. Her hair started growing all crazy, and she started taking it, and her hair was growing wild." So, I was at that time, I think it was a year or two natural. And, at this point, I got big chops. So I had a inch or two of hair on my scalp. So I'm looking for anything to grow my hair fast. So you say a hair growth, I'll drive to the nearest store, pick up some MSM powder. I took probably a heaping teaspoon of water, took my vitamin C, drank that. Within a week, man, I was having the most vivid dreams of my life. I was in ditches and swimming in this, and I was in, I don't know, back in medieval times and fighting warriors. I was doing all these types of crazy, crazy dreams. that eventually started turning into crazy nightmares, and like some really crazy stuff was happening. Some were just vivid dreams, some were nightmares. It was so went back on this hair board and I'm like, is anyone else having like really, really crazy dreams? And everybody started sharing their experiences and their crazy dreams and all this stuff. And what I basically learned from that is that you really need to introduce MSM powder slowly into your regimen, right? Don't start taking out a full teaspoon like I did. That was one thing I I learned. That's why this time we're taking it the 1/8 teaspoon. From there, like the girl was like, "Oh no, you shouldn't be taking that much at one time." So I tried to cut back, but I thought cutting back to like half a teaspoon or a low, not a flat teaspoon was enough, but it wasn't enough. I didn't know what I was doing. I was misinformed. I was very misinformed about how to take it, right? Somebody said something, I jumped on it. I didn't research, I didn't read. I was just like, "Ooh, hair growth, here we go." And I was like, "No, no." Um, then I started getting headaches because at that point I was like 2 to 3 weeks in, and so like I started getting headaches, and I was like, "This is not working." I mean, my it was working, so like don't get it twisted. My hair was growing, but the side effects were like, "Whoa, child." So then I like once I finished up, like I was putting it into my oils and stuff as well. Once I finished up my oils, I just never went back to it. And I was kind of like, "Woo, all right." And I knew that there was a proper way to do it. And I've seen other YouTubers and bloggers and everybody else throughout the years. Like again, like I know other YouTubers use it more recently. It's become a thing in the past 2 to 3 years. But I'm talking about this was 12 years ago before YouTube and all this other stuff. This was like on a hair board back when hair boards were a thing. Um, Not saying they're not now, but it was like the only thing we had. But that's really my story. That's it. I also hail from a very dry region. Which of your products should I purchase to maintain moisture in my hair? I definitely gonna recommend the leave-in conditioner because all of the products that I ingredients that I mentioned earlier are in this. The twist cream and the deep conditioner. The deep conditioner, y'all, this is like holy grail moisture. It is for dry and damaged hair, like moisture. And someone was like, "Oh, can I use this every?" You can definitely use it every week, but I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna get to a point where hair is gonna be so moisturized, you don't need to use it every week. That's how powerful this stuff is. Point blank, period. Okay. Um, so the leave-in, the twist cream, and the deep conditioner is what I recommend. I'm gonna recommend my whole line, of course, but if you're gonna just buy one or two things, that's the thing. All right. So involve diet, but also depends on your job, exercise, location, stress, family. I'm a medical scientist, but that's not relevant. Okay. What's the difference in between BTMS 25, 50, and 225? Okay. So basically, BTMS 25 and BTMS 225 are generally the same BTMS. They mean that they have 25% of the active ingredient in BTMS, which is I think it's bentronium. I don't know, but you have 25% of the active ingredient. BTMS 50 means you have 50% of the active ingredient in BTMS. And so the BTMS 50 is way more conditioning than the BTMS 25. And not only is it more BTMS 50 more conditioning, it's more conditioning in it also has more emulsifying properties. It's like a stronger emulsifier than BTMS 225. Okay, I'm using topically, but could I internally using the small dose? I'm nervous about the nightmares. I'm gonna tell you this. Talk to your doctor first, okay? Talk to your doctor first. I'm not gonna recommend anybody take anything until you talk to your doctors. Okay. Um, and after you get approval or you make your decisions, yes, start small. So if you missed the challenge video, I say to start with 1/8 of a teaspoon every other day first. We're week 2. We're finally just taking our 1/8 teaspoon um, every day. Sorry, I had a brain fart moment. So if you download the calendar in the video, I think I put up there, you can get the schedule that we're on. A lot of Black women are carrying stress, which can also cause alopecia. Oh, Jesus. Black seed can give you vivid dreams too. Oh, can it? Like I said, I'm still researching about black seed, so that's why I said I'm not gonna speak too much on it, other than the fact that I do know, like it's very powerful herb. Oh, the story was wild. I'm following your lesson and taking the challenge slowly. Yes, take it slow, girl. Candy says my dreams turned into Resident Evil Wars. Even last month, I was in a space on Jupiter and got cut in half. It's a hell of a drug. Oh my god, yes. Like, I'm telling you, MSN dreams can be so wild. Like, the things I was doing, like, I was like, I wake up and my husband like, "What is going on?" I'm like, "Yo, you don't even know what just happened right now." Nicole Banks, ever since I changed to Ayurveda and making my own DIY cream, my hair has flourished. You've helped me so much. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad. I am so, so glad. That's what I really, really want to hear. Girl, I want your whole line. Oh, come get my whole line then, okay? Because tonight we having a sale, y'all. We are having a sale, so stay tuned for that. Nicole, I'm struggling with preserving my products. Help, please. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all gonna get like a minute rant about preservatives. Please, 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 please. If you ever, I don't know who's on here, but if you ever think about selling products, I have noticed so many brands recently who are just not putting preservatives in their products. They're shipping them out, and oh my God, I'm like, you're going to give someone some type of disease, something. They're going to be in the hospital. Something's going to happen because people are trying to make everything so natural. Okay, that aside, let me just say every preservative has its own unique shelf life, percentage to be used, and all of that. If you're looking to preserve a particular product, you know there are water-based preservatives, there are oil and water-based preservatives, and there are oil preservatives. Yes, okay. Now, depending on what you want to do, if you're going to be making products, you should really have a scale when you're using a preservative, a scale. You do by weight, you don't do by volume when you're using preservatives, okay? So you want to put your product on the scale. And for most preservatives, I'm going to talk about for Optifin Plus, okay? Because that's the one a lot of people use. It's a great base preservative to use. Um, Optifin Plus can be used up to 1%. I believe you can use it 0.8% to 1%. So what you do is you put your product on the scale. So make sure you tear the thing so you know, like you put the bottle on the scale first, tear it, put the weight of the product in, then do the math. 1% of whatever is in there. So if you have 100 grams, 1% of 100 grams. So then you put one gram of preservative into the product. Okay, and that's the general thing. You do your calculations before you actually for like when you're formulating a product, you do your calculations before you do this, okay? Um, I just saw someone speaking in I think in Spanish. But yeah, so every and if you really, really, really want to what you call it, to know what preservative preserves what, you should always buy from a reputable vendor. So I purchased from a few vendors. And they have what they call a tech data sheet on all of the websites. So if you go to the website and you put in Optifin Plus, if you scroll down in the section, there'll be a section that says tech data. Okay. You click on that tech data sheet and it'll tell you this percentage should be used for the product, right? Because people always ask me, like, what is the preservative for this? What is that for that? And I'm like, all I'm doing is going to the website and finding out that information. So you can do this too. If you're looking to find a preservative that works for a particular product, go to the tech data sheet. And one of the places I'm going to recommend is lotioncrafter.com. Okay. So if you go to that website and you put in Optifin Plus, they actually break their website. And I'm choosing them specifically because they break their website down very, very nice. And they tell you how, like, what it's used for, and they'll say in the first section they'll say like oils infusions, oil and water infusions or emulsions. And then the second thing it'll say use up to 0.8 to 1%. And then the third thing they'll even give you a formula. They'll even give you like a formula to see what percentage to use it in, or like how they used it in a deep conditioner, or how they use it. So that I like Lotion Crafter because of that. Not every website does it. Not every website is reputable, but find a reputable vendor because they should always, all of these chemicals come with this information. Come with this information. So, you know, you can feel free to ask questions, but that is really the core of it. You want to learn about preservatives, like, please, 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 please stop buying from companies that don't use preservatives in their products. I cannot stress that enough. If you want to DIY, that is one thing, but if you put something, you ship your non-preserved product in the mail, you put that in the mail and it goes through hot, cold, hot, you're gonna make yourself very, very sick. And I know some companies that are doing that trying to say that I'm sticking with all natural and all this and all that. Wonderful. But let me tell you, when you mail that out to somebody, you can be causing someone to become very sick. Very, very sick. So that's I'm gonna get off my soapbox right now. I'm gonna get off my soapbox. Okay. Um Kenny Marshall, it will give you fungus. You need some kind of preservative. Yes, I purchased a scale similar to yours. Now I always preserve. I like the natural, but I ain't carrying passengers. Yes, 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 yes. And there are natural preservatives. Optifin Plus is a natural preservative. If you guys have seen my preservative video, I give 5 preservatives. I think I give 3 or 4. I think I give 6. I think there's 3 or 4 that are natural and then 2 that are synthetic. So if you're looking for natural, go check that video out. If you're looking for synthetic, check that out. And let me tell you this, as someone who deals with raw natural ingredients, and I test, see, not a lot of people do this because again, a lot of people can make products, but you really need to know the science behind it. I test my products to make sure that I'm not giving you something that in a month or 2 is going to be crawling, crawling with things. Okay. Um, they have, or actually on Lotion Crafter, they have a fungus thing. Now, of course, like most people don't care. Like you guys are not gonna go out and purchase that. But if you're gonna be making products to sell to people, you should know the life of your product. You should know how much fungus and bacteria is growing in your products. If you whether you choose a synthetic or whether you choose a natural preservative, just know the synthetic preservatives are bomb because they're gonna cover everything. But you might choose, I don't want synthetic stuff in my products. Fair, fair. That's all. Okay, I'm off my soapbox now. Let me get back to let me get back to this. Oh, yes. Can I show sorry. Do I have one open? Because I'm about to wash my hair. You know what? I'll just use this one because I'm gonna touch it so you can see. So she asked to see the thickness of my product, because I'm gonna wash my hair actually. So I'm gonna just end up taking this one so you guys can see it. This is a deep conditioner. This is a consistency. Okay. It's very thick, but it's very penetrating to your hair. Okay, Doreen says, I don't pretend to know everything, which is why I'm here to learn. Onion juice didn't work, but honey does. It's all trial and error. Recently discovered rice bran oil, which is also rice bran is a really great oil. I actually just ordered some more rice bran oil. I have so much stuff that like sometimes I show you guys everything, sometimes I don't. And again, when I try new stuff, I just be like, let me try this for another month or 2 before I share with everything. Um, Cookie says, "Oh yeah, I have low porosity hair. Will that make a difference?" I have low porosity hair, girl. All my products are for low porosity, not just for low porosity though. Like, let me be clear. I'm really intentional about all the ingredients I choose, so they have stuff that penetrates and stuff that can coat. Right? That's important for me. Really important. Um, Dion King says, "How much should I use in my orange juice to see hair growth?" So, Dion, I'm assuming you're talking about MSN because I guess that was the title of this video. So we're starting this week with 1/8 of a teaspoon every day. Okay, we're upping our dose slowly every single day of the MSM powder, and yes, so we're doing that. It's an eight week hair growth challenge. I'm sorry if I'm speaking funny. It's because I know I speak fast sometimes, and I trying to speak more clearly. Um, and each week we're going to increase by 1/8 of a teaspoon. Okay. So if you go to my website, if you go to this video here on the hair growth challenge video, I'm going to link that here. You go to that video, you can download the calendar and it will give you our schedule for the 8 weeks. Lil Brand says, "Can you take it with liquid biotin?" Yes, you can take it with liquid biotin. Claudio, I'm not sure I quite understand what you're saying. I'm sorry. Can you translate that into English? Doreen says, "Please get your oils at the supermarket. I get most of my Ayurvedic stuff from the Indian supermarket. So much clover and powder or bush form is meant to be good for menopausal women." Okay. I will say this. My Ayurvedic herbs, I do get a lot of them from the Indian grocery. But everything else I buy in bulk. But if you're not buying in bulk, definitely check out your grocery stores. Melissa says, "I'm late. Hello, it's okay. Listen, Melissa, we are on 20 different topics by now. Kenny Marshall, it will give you fungus. You need some kind of yeah, yeah, we did mention that. My dad has more hair out his ears than his than his head. Does that mean I will look like a Yeti when I become a fossil?" Oh boy. Okay. Hi, Nicole. Same here. Thank you. So what do I use now while I'm young? I'm not sure what you mean. Vitamin E is recommended as a preservative in the Hispanic community. Um, Honey, vitamin E is not a preservative. Oh, there is this whole thing about it. Vitamin E can help extend the shelf life of oils, but in emulsions, oil and water emulsions, vitamin E is not going to do anything in regards to preserving or preventing bacteria, fungus, and growth. We're just starting week 2, Annabelle. I'm 4C high porosity, so that means moisture, moisture, moisture. Yes. Nicole, I have a video on high porosity hair and ingredients stuff you can look for. But yes, moisture, moisture, and then locking in that moisture because you guys receive moisture, but you also lose moisture just as quickly. So yeah. I know with low porosity hair, water tends to sit on top of the hair, and I notice that oil sits on top of my hair. Is that low porosity or I'm using too much oil? So low porosity is really in regards to water and how fast water enters and leaves your hair. Oil is depends on what oil you're using. Oil can sit on your hair. There's different types of oils, right? There's sealing oils and there's penetrating oils. It could be you're using too much. It could be when you're using it. If I put oil right now on my dry hair, that joint just gonna sit right there, just gonna sit there chilling. Um, as opposed when I put oil on my wet hair, then my hair can penetrate and take up some of that oil. Um, Again, like I said, it depends on the type of oil. When you're applying that type of oil, is your hair dirty? My hair right now cannot receive anything else. It has to be washed. My hair is 2 weeks, and I usually never wait 2 weeks, but 2 weeks. My hair, anything I put on my hair now just flakes, and my hair cannot receive it. Okay. So for low porosity hair, yes, water needs to be water and water infused with herbal things or substantive things is what's really going to bring you the most with low porosity hair. You can use oils. I do use oils as a low porosity girl, but again, I use them a lot right after wash day, or I use them a lot if I'm re-moisturizing my hair. So I'm allowing my hair to receive at that point to receive more products. Don't low processing normally need light oils. Yeah, you can use a light oils. I usually use a lot of light oils. I do sometimes use heavier oils. Usually I use that later in the week, like shea butter and mango butter, when I know I'm about to hit wash day and I know that my hair is not going to receive any more products. Oh, my dog just woke up. He just out busted open my door. Hi, you can come in. Hi, baby. So Cookie says, "I warm up all that I use in my low porosity hair rarely accepts them better." Yes, use heat when you deep condition, heat when you steam, heat when you steam. Steaming, steaming with your deep conditioner. Um, if you guys saw when I did my Ayurvedic hair gloss, you heat that up on the stove, and oh my goodness, your hair, if you're low porosity, that will love you. It receives it because the product's nice and warm. It receives those herbs just amazing, amazing. Um, all right, you guys, I've been on here. Okay, like, oh, 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 oh. Yeah, my baby, he's right here. What is the best way to know the porosity of my hair? Um, the best way is to observe your hair when you're wetting your hair. I don't ascribe to just the float test. You can say the float test. Um, but really see how your when you get in the shower, does your hair get wet immediately? Does it dry? How does your hair respond to water? How does your hair respond to products? I highly recommend watching your hair, absorbing your hair. Don't just put your hair in the water and say, "Oh, it sunk to the bottom. I must be high porosity," or it floated to the top because your hair could be really dirty, and you put it in the water and it doesn't do anything because it's dirty. When you shower your hair, when the next time you wash your hair, go in the shower, see how your hair responds to water. See how your hair responds to products. And then you should really be able to absorb it over time. Don't do the first time, oh, I have it figured out. Um, Take a couple weeks and be really intentional about paying attention to how your hair takes in water and products. Does it sit on your hair? Does it penetrate into your hair? Um, like, really pay attention to that. The 2 videos is I actually have a series, like a 4-video series on, high and low porosity hair. I kinda talk about a little bit more, like, in depth about that, but that's really the crux of it, is really paying attention, like, don't just follow the float test. Because I think one time I did the float test at high porosity hair, but let me tell you, honey, I get in that shower and the water just be like and then it's like 5 minutes later, it's like, "Oh, hi, we're wet now." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, so that's, um, that's that low porosity hair." Kinky Curly Queen says, "What is the best place to buy oils in large amounts?" So I have 2 places that I buy. Um, I'll put them down in the description. One is Bulk Apothecary. Bulk. Let me put it into the internet bar because I want to make sure I spell it right. Um, okay. And the other place I love to buy from, and it's just right now they're kind of annoying my life, is Ingredients to Die For. They have so many bulk products for so cheap, but they are so far behind in shipping. So if you can stand the shipping, you can stand the shipping. I'm talking about 3 weeks for them to fulfill a product, and then it processes for about a week, and then they ship out. So it's about a month time. So if you can wait a month time, Ingredients to Die For has great prices on oils and stuff. Contour has a deep conditioner without coconut oil. Okay, that's wonderful. My deep conditioner doesn't have coconut oil in it, just FYI. This is a great live. I so appreciate you. Thank you so much as well. Medium frosty hair in the house. At least I got something right. Something is off. My hair will curse me out. Do you have a deep conditioner? Yeah, my deep conditioner doesn't have none of these products have a coconut oil in it. I opt for Babasu oil instead of coconut oil because I know a lot of people struggle with coconut oil. Um I haven't watched challenge video yet, but I have MSM pill. I also have crystal flakes. I use in my spray and oil infusions. So are the pills okay to start? They're definitely not 1/8 of a teaspoon. Um, I prefer recommending starting with the what do you call it? The flakes or the powder over the pills because I mentioned earlier the pills have fillers in them. So I prefer that. I recommend that over the pills, but I guess I would say it's going to be up to you. If you make sure you take your vitamin C, make sure you drink your gallon of water. You know, are you ever willing to ever give separate courses about the science behind the natural products we use on our hair, especially DIYs? I've thought about it. A lot of people have been asking lately for courses. It's something I'm thinking about. Something I'm thinking about doing. As I'm still learning, I'm always learning. I'm such a fan of learning and growing. And I would love to share that with you guys. I just had to figure out a schedule, a time. I feel like I'm doing 20 different things. I don't know if y'all know, I still work full time. So this is like a part time thing for me. I eventually want this to be my full time job. So I'll have more time. Um, because I think education is so key. I always tell people, I will always be like, "Oh yeah, sure, purchase my product," but I'm like, find out first what works for your hair before we just jump in and dive in. And that's kind of what my page is like. Really learn about stuff that works. Figure out why, what products works for you best, and then take it from there. Make your own DIY. It's a fun journey. Excited to try your products and the sale. Thank you for your knowledge. If you've never tried it, you're ready to try this Chicken Cut hair cleanser. It's easy and cheap. It's a game changer. She's a nice, easy recipe. Yeah, thank you so much, Doreen. All right, you guys, you ladies, I'm 2 hours in. I have a ton of stuff to finish today. Can't believe it's already Sunday. And I got to wash this hair of mine. She is in need of love. But if you guys don't have any other questions, my essential oils, I get them from Bulk Apothecary. The link is already in there too. So y'all see my 5-gallon essential oils? I got them from Bulk Apothecary. You'd be surprised if you guys. I mean, I'm not trying to push y'all to buy bulk stuff, but I'm just saying the bulk stuff is not bad. It's not that badly priced. And if you're going to use the oil anyways, you might as well just get it in bulk and separate it out. All right, you guys. Wonderful, wonderful hugs and kisses. Thank you guys for staying with me and riding through the wave of today's session of we done talked about everything today. And I am so thankful for you guys. I will be live again next week at 1:30 again to chit chat with y'all. Let us know how week 2 went. So thank you for so much for moderating for me. Sweet lady 0512. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys have been amazing. Thanks for sharing. Don't forget to like my live stream, you guys. Thank you guys. All right, I'm just waiting to make sure no one is saying anything because I know there's a delay. So, oh, thank you. Thanks for saying, like, y'all. Some of y'all really wrote out with me this whole time. Next week, do a wash. Yeah, I'm actually gonna film me washing my hair with all my products, and it'll probably be live on like Saturday. I'm so glad I can help. Mad love to y'all, ladies. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. All right, ladies.